tendency to, forget that one. So the bottom of the year. Buy low, sell high. You can't get any lower than the low of the year. She shoots up, gaps up. That right there should tell you to run. Not only that this is the bottom at 82, she jumps up to 100. That's $20. $20 on an $80 stock is over 20%. 25%. No, that's 25% from here to here. Yeah, there's going to be profit taking, so no, I would not want to jump into this personally myself. Jonathan, may I ask you to analyze SNGX? Why? SNGX. Hell no. There's my analyzation. You like that one, Jonathan? Now, Jonathan, the reason why I'm saying hell no to this, okay, a couple of reasons. Reason number one, there's no options. Where's the opportunity to make money on a weekly basis? There's nothing to sell on a weekly basis. I'm not going to sit in front of a computer looking at this. $1? How can you tell me this thing's made over 20 years of profits? Al Gore was an investor in Beyond Meat before its IPO. That makes it a hell no. Oh, no, Kevin, that doesn't, no. It makes it a double hell no. A freaking hell no. What stock have you made the most money on? Probably U.S. Steel. Or Coles. All right. Dimitri, then what's the point of asking a question if you already know the answer? I'm gonna go with you, Brody. Kevsta, hey James, if your stock is down, say 5%, where would you typically sell the next call option? I would always like to have at least 3 to 5 strike prices out. Dropping the strike price from my, if I'm lowering my strike price from my purchase price, I want to be in some type of a safety scenario, which 3 to 5 strikes out of the money. Now, granted, when the stock drops, you're probably not going to get a full 1%. Probably not. Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike must be new here. Please say Mr. Mike must be new here. Because only people that are new here ask me about stocks that I've looked at dozens upon dozens of times and said no. Okay? But I just don't like it. Okay? So I have no dividend. Okay? So, Mike, I'm not 100% sure if you realize which was dividend stock. First word dividend, and then me about and has no dividends. Looking at it. See, I don't ask for much. I'm gonna waste my time, waste my time halfway decent. SoFi dividends, so I have no desire, unless of course it's on Warren Buffett's list. That I don't know, because old Warren boy did buy some more. Kevsta, thank you, you're welcome. What's your strategy for large gains? Sell original investment and buy, sell all at once? It's an interesting question. Mike, yes I am, yes I know you are, Mike, but you're talking about options. Mike, I'm talking about dividend stocks with weekly options. Okay, Mike, there's 10,710 different companies. Okay, out of those 10,710 companies, 5,500, I think it was 50 something, have dividends. That means the rest don't. So out of those 5,500 companies that have dividends, about options, and out of those 3,500, I have no idea how many have weekly options, but I do know out of those 3,500, only about 3 on my list. So if it has options, if it's profitable, at least 2 decades, great. That's what I'm looking for. Zengetsu. Check target. Price keeps collapsing, but pays dividends. What would you do from? Thanks there, Mr. Mike. All right, so target. Keep paying dividends. Target is actually a dividend king. Okay, Zengetsu. Target is a dividend king. Okay, here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. Here's where it was a year ago. Here's where it is now. Look at the motion. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's in a downward trend at the moment. It does have 5 decades of increased profits, which means year after year after year, they make more and more money. So yeah, why the hell not? Look at your last 30 days. Last 30 days is going to give you an idea of where do I think this thing is going next. Okay, 30 days ago, we're right here. We dropped, find the bottom, shoot up, there's the top, now she's coming down. Definitely not this week. It's in a down. See, here's your 30-day bottom. She shoots up, here's your 30-day top. What do you think? She went from 5 to 100. 85 to 100. That's $15. Now, $15 on an $85 stock, just a little bit below 20%. Because $16 would be 20%. Or 16, $17 would be 20%. But this, just below 20%. A 20% increase. Oh, of course, now it's coming back down. So, don't get me wrong, I like Target, I do. But I would wait for it to come back down here somewhere, probably in another 2 weeks. But here's the thing. In 2 weeks, Target is going to have its dividend. Joan. Uh-oh. Yo! Is RR able to buy? You can buy whatever you want. Now, if you're asking me would I buy it, probably not. Now, the reason why I probably would not buy RR, this thing was 50 cents last year. Okay, 50 cents last year. She jumps up to $5, drops back down to $1.50, goes sideways for about 9 months, shoots up to $7.50, now pulls back to $5. No, I don't buy anything unless it has 2 decades of consistent profits. Consistent profit means 20 years making more and more money year after year after year after year. How much open do you have? I have no idea what that means. How much open do I don't have any open. I mean, that's a stock. That I know. OPEN. Why the hell would I buy this thing? If a stock is 50 year it's up to 11 jump, but that's not something it does every week. It doesn't do that every month. It doesn't do that every year. So why the hell are we looking at it? Because it doesn't have 20 years of profits. You think it's going to tank more? It's not what I said. What I said is I don't buy stocks that were 50 cents a couple of months ago, and now they're up to 11. That's all I said. It says I don't buy those things because they're not consistent, they're not predictable, and they don't do the same thing over and over and over again. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that is consistently profitable, number one, okay, has weekly options, number two, and is in a good position. 20 years of increased profits. If this thing was 50 cents, how the hell can you tell me it has 20 years of increased profits every single year? I just find that hard to believe. That's all. All right, what do we have over here? Somebody's planet. Good evening. Peer Rats. You bought Plug. Okay, I wouldn't have bought Plug. But, hey, you bought Plug. Good for you. looked at DNP. We looked at plug. Uh-oh. Matthew wants to take a look at IWM. I find it amazing why some of you buy. I do. Uh-oh. Joan wants to take a look at NVO. All right, Joan, sit tight. Who asked about this one? Matthew. Matthew, check this out. It was 170 back in April. It goes from 170 up to 250. That's an $80 increase. An $80 increase on a 170 stock is what, 60%, 55, that 55, 60% from here to here? Yeah, I was going to have pullback. I've never heard of the company, so no. And am I reading that right? Oh, this thing's got dailies. Oh, hell no. No. Tradevine. Didn't we already look at UPS? Somebody asked me about UPS earlier. Yeah, right there. Yeah, somebody asked me about UPS. I said, watch out for that right there. Your bottom is here, shoot up, now she's coming back down again. Simple, right? Uh-oh. Ben Hare wants to take a look at SOXL. Semiconductor Bull 3X ETF. BP, I'm doing it right now. You never responded to my comments. Well, I'm taking a look at SOXL right now, and I'm telling you hell no. The reason why I'm saying hell no? Well, look at your bottom right here, back in April. $7 to 50. That's a 600% increase. 600% increase. Why are we looking at something at the top of the year? It's never been there before. Why are we looking at it? Skippy wants to take a look at FICO. FICO. What do you think, Skippy? Fair Isaac Corporation. Coin. How about no? Now, Skippy, the reason why I'm saying no to FICO is November, December, January, February, April, blah, 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 blah. Those are months of the year, Skippy. Okay? When I say weekly options only, I don't do monthlies. The numbers don't work. Don't work for me. You like it, you do it. My opinion is I don't want to bother wasting my time on something that does not fit. If I'm going to go to the shoe store and look for a pair of shoes, well, I'm not going to buy a pair of shoes that just don't fit. I have a certain trading strategy. I'm looking for simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week, which means I need something that trades on a weekly basis. Monthly options do not trade weekly because they're monthly. They pay once. You play them once a month. That's about it. Diz wants to take a look at coin. Why are we looking at coin, Diz? Seriously, why? Why are we looking at it? How many dividends does it have? How long has it been in business? And it's dropping at the moment. Look at this. Why are we even bothering? Okay, here's your last 30 days. Here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom. She dropped. She went up. Back again. No, not this week anyway. Maybe next week. Joan wants to take a look at NVO. Actually have some of this, Joan. NVO. Well, here we go. Simple. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways. We're at $50. $50. That's where we're at the moment. Now, she's still dropping, so it's not really that upping. Okay? Not until she finds the bottom and turns around, goes back up. Just keep, if you like Novo, just keep your eye on it. It will find a bottom eventually, and then it'll turn around. All right, BPIZ. We looked at coin. It was a no. Big dog. ONDS. What's your think? I am in number one and $2. All right, big dog. That makes no sense. ONDS. What you think I am in $1 and $2? Big dog. I have no idea what that means. Omar, how you doing? BP wants to take a look at Macy's. Macy's is going to be a no also. Only that big Q. Okay, from 16 up to 20. That's a 25% increase. They started pulling back yesterday and have more pullback today. Think about it. 25% increase. From here to here is a 25% increase. That means no. Michael Dean Lewis, but it does pay 65 cents a share monthly. All right, Michael Dean Lewis. What are we talking about, Michael Dean? DNP. Okay, Michael Dean seems to think DNP is wonderful. Okay, DNP. Oh my goodness, I honestly don't give a flying dead rat's carcass. No options, no thank you. Plain and simple. I don't care if it comes with cheesecake, balloons, and a confetti parade. Don't care. I'm looking for simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week for an easy in and easy out. I want to be on front of my computer 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. That's it. Okay? No options, no thank you. No dividends, no thank you. Plain and simple. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Thank you there, BP. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I really just see? Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Thank you there. Yep, Jonah got that one. Yeah, Novo, Nordisk, Envio, Novo, whatever. Nothing, thank you. Nice chart, blah, 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 blah. Uh-oh. Kay wants to look at OSCR. What the heck is that, OSCR? OSCR. Oscar Health. Never heard of it. Well, let's go to Yahoo Finance and see dividends this thing actually has. I never heard of it. Okay. I is, but that's an MK. It's kind of like what is that? Oscar Health Incorporated, $18. There are no dividends in the selected time period. Why are we looking at it? Okay, you're new here. Investing for weekly cash flow. That means there has to be a dividend. And I can't believe Gang Hood is actually asking about NVIDIA. I'm going to give you a hell no. NVD. Right, so $200 per share and $2 per share. Look, dividend, 1 penny. Why the hell would I a company that needs 1 penny dividend? It's $1. Take a look at the numbers. Seriously, Gang Hood. Look at the is $4.11. That means if the company is ordered to liquidate, okay, that happens once in a while. To liquidate that $4 share, $2 per share, $4.11, because that's all the company is. Your funds to Chancel Dro. Okay. Now I'm not turning my fund crypto, but I am creating my own crypto. Now I don't trade crypto, so don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Okay? I don't trade I do have, I am going to create my own. What do I mean by that? Well, years ago, you had two choices, cash or check. Lo and behold, they had the credit card. So now it's check, credit card. Well, after that, cash, check, credit card, PayPal. Well, now it's cash, check, credit card, PayPal, Zelle, Cash App. Now they want to do cash, credit, PayPal, Zelle, and then crypto. Crypto is just one more form of payment. That's it. The nice thing about crypto, don't get me wrong, I don't trade crypto, okay? I'm not a crypto investor, so don't ask me questions about crypto. All I'm telling you is because somebody asked the question, okay? Okay, now I have the ability to take my funds and create my own cryptocurrency because I've started this little endeavor about 10 or 15 years ago. And I continue on building it so that at some point in time, my children or my grandchildren will take over. Well, in 20 or 30 years, well, the crypto that I'm creating this year, okay, it may be worth, what, 1/1 billionth of a penny, something weird number like that, 1/1 millionth of a dollar. But in 20 years, what is it going to be worth then? But here's another thing. Okay, the federal government is switching over to digital dollars. Digital. So all the money you have in the bank is all going to be converted, whether you want it or not. Currency. You do something stupid, or what happened to the truck drivers in Canada. Okay, with a click of a button, they turned their money off, which means the truck drivers couldn't do shit because they didn't have access to the money because the government didn't like what they were doing and they turned the money off. Well, guess what they're doing here in the U.S.? Same damn thing. They're changing from currency that we have now to a digital currency. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, you got no choice in the matter. Terribly sorry. And some of the rumors that I've heard, there's a lot of them out there. If you do something stupid, like, I'm not saying what the truck drivers in Canada did was stupid. That's not what I'm saying at all. If you do something that the government doesn't agree with, they can turn your money off. And if you're a little on the chunky side and you want to go buy a Snickers, guess what? They say, nope, you're too fat. You can't have junk food. They can actually do that. So yeah, I'm creating my own cryptocurrencies so that I'll be able to do whatever I want and not have to worry about appeasing Uncle Sam. So yes, I am changing some of my funds into crypto, but it's my own crypto. And no, I don't trade crypto, so no, don't ask me about crypto. All right, hope I answered the question. Rob wants to take a look at Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY. BMY, here we go. Now that is interesting. Hold on for a second. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Sideways, down, sideways, down. Look what happened today. Nice jump up. Nice jump up today. Now, when you're going to jump up like that, now granted, bottoms out, shoots up. Bottoms out, shoots up. Bottoms out. Here's the bottom of the year right there. Yesterday. Today, she gapped up at 43 and went all the way up almost to 46. Now, from 43 to 46 is only $3. It's a $40 stock. So it's not quite 10%. It was like 8%, something like that. Closer to 8%. But still, with a big jump like that, look at the volume. See the lines in the back, these blue lines? This is the volume today. That's triple volume today. Why? What happened that they have triple volume? Okay, look at IWM. We already did that. Michael, but it pays 65 cents. Yes, Michael. I'm glad you like that, Michael. Good for you. Austin, what's happening, brother? Fly Goofy wants to take a look at KS. Fly Goofy. Coles. KSS. I love Coles. It's one of my favorite stocks, but it's not the right time to jump in to Coles. Now, even though I already own some, now I'm looking to get rid of mine. Okay, here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's in a downward trend at the moment. Look at the last 30 days, because you missed the opportunity. It was there last week. Or was it a week ago? Here's the last 30 days. Shoots up, 30-day high. Shoots down, 30-day bottom. Shoots up, new 30-day high. Now it's dropping. Where's it dropping to? My guess would be somewhere around here. So that looks like not this week, but maybe next week, if you wanted to jump into Coles. Now, I already have some, so I'm just like treading water with mine. And I do get a nice return on a weekly basis with my Coles. So I have no problem whatsoever holding on to it. The Traveler. It's soy proteins. I have no idea what you're talking about. Matthew K.A. Hey, boss, can we look at IWM? We already did. Looking forward to puts. IWM. Okay. That would kind of make sense. That's not what I teach here. Sorry, Matthew. Here's Alex. Alex, tell him what he's won. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for being a participant on our show today, you win SB 1981. Good evening. The Traveler. Do you prefer selling covered calls or selling cash secured puts? Covered calls, they're simpler, they're easier, less headache. Ooh, Ali wants to take a look at Colgate Palmolive Dividend King Extraordinaire. Take a look at this. Bottom of the year was yesterday. Today, one day to the upside. You know what that means? Possibility that tomorrow could be day 2 to the upside, which would mean it's a high probability that CL, Colgate Palmolive, would be great for next week. I put it down on the list. SB 1981. Thank you for that. Daily Muggle. Is Interactive Broker a legit company to invest in stocks? Yeah, it is. Now, I remember Interactive Broker was the only one that allowed, there was a certain trade that I wanted to do, and it was called cross-margining. Okay? Nobody's ever heard of it, cross-margining. Well, they they don't have them anymore, single stock futures. The neat thing about single stock futures is you can buy a single stock future and sell a covered call against it, and there was no time value. Unlike a calendar spread or poor man's covered call, where it is time value to the option and it slowly decayed. Not so with the single stock futures. But cross margining is going from futures to stock options, and Interactive Broker was the only one that allowed cross margining. King Galafalafa wants my opinion on Meta Finance. MEEA. Okay. King Galfalfa. Oh, King Galfalfa. That should be your first clue right there not to jump to this thing. 666. Anyway. Dividends only. Okay. Alfalfa. 2024, 2025. That's it. It has been around for a while. So 2 years of provable dividend increases. That's it. 2 cents. That's it. There's only 2. So no, I don't do Meta because ask me in 18 years, and then we'll talk about it. Thoughts on XLF? What the hell is XLF? XLF. Sector Stream Financial Select Spider ETF. Hell no. No. What do we have next? Oh, hold on. Josh wants to take a look at XLF. Okay, Josh. XLF. Now, I'm not a fan, but when anybody asks something to take a look at it, I'll take a look at it, and I'll give you my opinion. Okay? XLF, waiting. Here you go, on Yahoo Finance. There it is, $52. Wow. Holy cow. Wait a second, is that right? Okay. 2025, 23, 22, 19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5. This has got 20 years. Let's see. Came up with this one. Josh, hold on, Josh. All right, March 18, 2020. That's 22. Well, that's down 16. So you're going from 12 to 15 to 16 to 22 back to 16. 21, 20, 16 down, 16 down, 15 down, 14 down, 6. It went from 21 down to 6, down to 4, down to 3, down to 4, down to 2. Oh, hell no. Josh, did you see that? It goes from 21 down to 2. 21 to 2. That's a 90% decrease in profits. What the hell are we looking at this for? Consistency, profitability. This from 16 to 20, that's higher. 16, that's lower. 16, lower. 15, lower. 14, lower. 6, 5, lower. 3, lower. 2, lower. How much lower do you want to go, dude? Hell no. I don't do companies that aren't profitable. It just doesn't make sense. Tory. B-E-R-A. What the hell is that? B-E-R-A. B-E-R-A. B-E. What the heck is B-E-R-A? Tory. Come on. Okay. Symbols similar to B-E-R-A. Vera Holdings. U.S. Bearer, U.S. Bearer, cryptocurrencies. Oh, hell no. Why do we cryptocurrencies? I'm just going to say no. Currencies. Sorry, Tory. Quinn. What do you think about funds like JEPI? Okay, Quinn, my opinion on funds, just like JEPI, is they have not been around long enough to show that they have any profitability on a consistent basis. That's it. Okay, they're not 20 years old. Okay, they don't have all that profit that I'm looking for, consistency. What website are you on? Victor, it's not a website. This is a trading platform offered through Charles Schwab. All right. Okay. So, yeah, Quinn, that thing's not consistently profitable. OA SCR, no dividends. Yeah, no thank you. Okay, so Javier Gill, to take a look at SPX. SPX. I know dividend on SPX and the select time. I Quinn. JEPI. JEPI. J.P. Morgan Pre-Income ETF. $56. 56 bucks. Okay. To the very beginning. See, Quinn, I got a minor problem with JE. 20 number 9. That's 20. That's horrible. That's down. That's down. Up, down. It goes up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down. Quinn, why are we looking at this? Hold on, doing it. 39, 25, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 44, up, down. Hell no. Do you see what I'm looking at, Quinn? They're not consistently profitable. No, I don't ask for much, but I ask for consistency of profitability. Let me quickly show you one, just in case you don't understand what consistency of profitability is. Okay, just in case you don't know what consistency of profitability actually looks like. All right? Now, you may agree or you may not agree with Microsoft. Okay? It's 5.25. Look at the back to 2000. Right there. 2008, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 31, 36, 83. Did you notice even every single year profit went higher and higher? What's Microsoft? They are on my list. Okay, they're not a dividend king. Okay, but still, they have more than 25 years of increased profits. So why wouldn't I want to invest in something like that? Now, JEPI, it's not consistently profitable. You're making money this time. Next time, it could be higher or it could be lower. I don't want to play that game. I want to make sure wherever I put my money, they are consistently profitable. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Holy cow, 10 o'clock already. XRP is not a dividend stock. A great thought. Okay, thank you. Ooh, BP wants to take a look at Visa. I do. What does Visa look like today? Well, there you go. Visa. The low of the year ago. Where is it now? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a little bit of a downturn now, but Ab trade. I'm helping first 5 people. I hate it when people do that. Okay. Jarrier, we already looked at SPX. It was a no. What about quantum stocks? D-Wave, ticker symbol QUBTS. Up, down, up, down. No to Visa for this week. No Visa for you. All right. Quantum. Doyle wants to take a look at D-Web, QUBTS. All right. QUBTS. QUBTS. We cannot find that symbol. So I got no problem whatsoever taking a look at whatever you want me to take a look at, whether I agree with it or not. But if you give me something that comes up with a we cannot find it, we cannot find it. Josh, XLF, already looked at it and I already gave you my opinion on that. Marshmallow Lover. Yeah, I don't do crypto. Okay, isn't that what I said? I don't do crypto. I don't trade crypto. I have my own. Well, I don't have it yet. I'm about to actually create my own cryptocurrency because I don't trust the government. Plain and simple, trust them. See, if the government has access to your money at a flip of a key, a flip of a switch, a stroke on the keyboard. That's it. A stroke on the keyboard, they can wipe out all your money. Yeah. Hell no. I ain't giving the power to them. Hell no. BP wants to take a look at Caterpillar. Hell no. Don't get me wrong. I love Caterpillar. I do. BP, it's at the high of the year. I don't ever buy anything at the high of the year. The opportunity has come and gone. Victor, quantum stocks. You got to give me a quantum stock to look at. Tory, B-E-R-A. We looked at B-E-R-A. It was a no. B-E-R-A. What the hell are you talking about? We cannot find that symbol. B-E-R-A. It must not be a U.S. stock. Marshmallow Lover. We already looked at Target, dude. You're a little late. A Nova Day Trader. Why would I want to look at Misty? It's like you anything MSTY. So who's this? Nova Day Trader. Misty. All right. Let's take a look at Misty. Very first dividend. 230. Wait a minute. That's the wrong one. Here. Yield max MST option and MSTY 10 25 cents. All right, let's take a look at all dividends. Wait a second. April 4th, 2024. April 4th, 2024. Nova Day Trader. April 4th, 2024 was the first dividend. They started up the by 30%. No, then it went down, then it went down, then it went down, then it went up, it went up, then it went down, it went down, then it went down, then it went down. What the hell are you thinking on this thing? Don't get me wrong, I know off something. Okay, fine. Look at the numbers. 2, 137, 130. So it goes lower, higher, lower, lower. Did I do something? It's 2 years old, and the last 8 have gone down. We started out with $4. now they're at 21 cents. Explain to me, if you will, if the first dividend is $4.12, $4.12, the recent dividend 21 cents. Explain to me why you think a company who offered a profit of $4.21 is now offering a profit of 21 cents, and you think that's good. Sorry, I don't. Patty, that Microsoft. What about long I typically hold a day or D plus? Nope. A week or two, 3. Yeah. Liquidity, he likes fish grown in a lab. Me, I'll just take what I can get to quiet the stomach rumbling. That's all. I don't have an emotional relationship with food like the rest of Americans. I use it for fuel to get things done. That's a great idea. Mr. Andre, want to take a look at Starbucks? Some Starbucks. SBUX. Starbucks extraordinary. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's in a downward trend at the moment. Here's your last 30 days. That's your last 30 days. Okay? It went up, down, it went up, now it's coming back down again. The thing is, I can draw the lines all day long and see how simple it looks. Okay? Up, down, down. That's what stocks do. They go down, up, go down, up. That's it. All right, what do we have here? Yield max has a long-term hold by the dips. Sorry, Jax, I'm going to disagree with you. TSLY. Jimmy Joy, what's going on? Bitu wants to take a look at Boeing. TLY. ESLY. Only because. Are you ready? November, December, February, May, June, months of the year, Jim. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Sorry, I don't do monthlies, Jim. TSLY, monthly options. No, thank you. Bitu wants to take a look at Boeing. Boeing had a big drop yet. What do you think? Check it out. Down, up, down, up, down. 2 down days in a row. Look at the volume, too. It goes from 226 down to 200. It was originally at 212. Then it jumped up. Now, here. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Boeing. I do. I actually have some Boeing. And I got no problem whatsoever waiting until it finds a new bottom. Because that's what it's going to do. It's going to, tomorrow, it either go lower or it'll turn around, one or the other. It's a 50-50 shot. It's either going to go lower or it's going to go higher, one or the other. But it will keep going down until, here's the funny part. It will keep going down until it's done, going down. It's actually that simple. Okay, people think there's more to it than that. No. There's not, because you and I get the one. Okay, there's only one number. Okay, one number that is created by one person. Okay, so take a look at the numbers. You got the opening. Where are we? Let's do this. Okay, you ready? We have the date, the opening price, the high of the day, the low of the day, the closing, the range, and the volume. Okay, all of those numbers. Only one of those numbers is created out of thin air by one person. That is the market maker. Okay? Every morning, the market maker will create, he'll draw a little line in the sand, hold the starting pistol, say, go. Every time you see an opening price. Okay, today, the opening price 210. The closing price 200. The opening price was created by the market maker. We, the buyers and sellers, created all this. Okay, the market maker just drew the line in the sand, opened the door, say, come on, let's do some shopping. Okay, the stock went down. It is what it is. All right, so it's 10 past 10. Let me get my seat out so I get comfortable and answer some questions. All righty. Patty wants to take a look at SBET. Patty, what's SBET? I have no idea. SBET. Don't disappoint me. Sharp Link Gaming Incorporated. That's SBET. SBET. Hell no. What the hell is that? Patty, what are we looking at? Seriously, this thing was what? At $1 back in May? And it shoots up to 120 and now it's pulling back. You think this is normal? Do you think this is predictable? Okay, that happens like once in a lifetime or twice in a lifetime. Not something. See, Patty, don't get me wrong, it's interesting. If you got on that and you made that big, good for you. Seriously. But for the rest of us here, this is not an opportunity that you can isolate and do on a regular basis. Wes, what's going on? Morgan Oliver. All right. Is DFL. Izzy Cat, I have no idea what it is. Dominion Freight. No. Sorry, Izzy Cat. Like I said earlier, I don't do monthlies. Okay? Nova Day Trader, you're welcome. Da-da-da. What the hell were you thinking? Gallant, what are you doing over there? How are you today, brother? All right. Dun-da-da-da, dun-da-da-da-da. Marianne Gaffer. What's happening, Marianne Gaffer? Brody Dillard, DDS. No options. No, thank you. Sorry, Brody. Cameco. 609 Grass Talk. Cameco. You got to give me the ticker symbol, dude. WD, what sites are you using on your screens? Oh, I got 2 TikTok channels, 3 YouTube channels, Twitter, Zoom, Rumble, LinkedIn, Twitch, I think 1 or 2 more. There's about 9 altogether. Starbucks lowered its earnings expectations. Okay. Gallant wants to take a look at NEM. Isn't that Newmont? NEM? NEM, help me, NEM. Yeah. Now, see, something like this is interesting. Now, when I usually see something with a high like this, I usually say no. But this thing was at $35 about 9 months ago. It shoots up from $35 up to 100. Then had a pullback from 100 down to 75. That is a 25% decrease. So she goes from $35, makes this nice run, and then she pulls back 25%. That's your profit taken right there. And she's bouncing off this here, and now she's going up. So yeah, hell yeah, I like the way that chart looks. Also, 82.31, the 82s are going for 251. $251 on an $82 stock is almost 3%. If you like Newmont, that's they're a great looking chart, nice numbers, but I have to like the company. Yeah, never invest your money in a company you don't want to hold on to or you don't want to buy. You either like it or you don't. You know what? You know what's funny thing is? We didn't do a single covered call example last night. We just talked all night long and answered questions. I looked at a bunch of stuff, but not a single one did we do. Let's take a look at Newmont because this one actually looks good. What am I looking for when I look at a chart? 5 things. The high, the low, where was it, where is it? Look at the momentum. Down, up, down, up. Well, that's pretty damn easy. Rule 5, check the numbers. Make sure all the numbers. That's rule 5. Make sure all the numbers work. What am I buying it for? 82.31. What am I selling it for? 82. What am I collecting? 251. That's almost 3%. And do I like Newmont? Yeah, I like Newmont. Let's see what it looks like. Let's get this out of the way. Let's change this. Cover stock. And let's do the 82s. Right there it is. And there it is. One contract. I just want to show you what one contract looks like. And then you can decide, do you want to do one? Do you want to do... What do you want to do? Think about it. Okay, here's the order right here. Buy one covered call, and that's Newmont. 100, which is the weeklies. 7 November. Can you believe it? 7 November is next Friday? Where the hell did the year go? 82 call option against the stock at the market to open. 233 is my profit. See, max profit 233. Trade, cost of trade including commissions and fees 7,900. Let's see what the rate of return is. Isaac, we already looked at UPS. Liquidity, I'm right here with you. That's why I'm here. The people I'm surrounded by don't have even decent questions or answers. I see why they're scared of actual intelligence. Like the movie Idiocracy. Oh, I saw that movie. It's like, oh my God. Wouldn't that be terrible if the actual world went to that? I was going to ask about LL Bean. However, I did a little research and found they are a privately traded little stuff like that. Okay, gotcha. Matthew, hey boss, can we look at IWM? We already did. It's funny, Matthew, we already looked at IWM because somebody else is asking about puts on that exact same stock a little while ago. Spirit Inline is pretty low to buy. You have fun with that one, Thomas. I think I have dyslexia with everything appearing backwards. Okay. Man, I turned 3,000 to 6,000, right back into 1,500 this past week. Good for you. Made me sick. All right, Spencer Jones. Sorry about that, dude. All right, so a daily muggle. All right, we got that question, we got that question, we got that question, we got that question. Wait a second, we're doing a covered call over here. All right, well, let's do this one. Up in the fevered. We're doing Newmont right now. The world isn't far from idiocracy. Yeah, I know. Isn't that sad? Who do we have over here? Joe! Sarah, how are you doing? How do dividends get paid if you only own the stock for a week? Okay, Joe, you're under the impression that I'm looking to capture the dividend. I'm not. I'm only looking at the dividend as a precursor or as an indicator. Now, if the dividend consistently increases, the only thing that tells me is the company's making more money than, because as a company makes more money, it gets higher and higher and higher. Now, I also look at the dividend, tell me when to buy the stock, because just before they pay the dividend, Joe, the stock has a tendency to go up in value. So by knowing when the stock is going to move with that information, then it's easy to get a good trading strategy, a simple one, to get in, to get out with a very small profit. Now, the profit I'm looking for is only 1% a week. Now, 1% every week comes to over 50% per year, and that works for me. Robin, yes, I want to write Newmont down. Not sure how to spell it. Isn't it N-E-N-U-E? Key stuff. What is the best way to start? I know that it takes time. Where should I start with learning? Well, you could come here every night and just listen to the conversation. It doesn't cost you anything. Just listen to the conversation. Uh-oh. Do your own research. Here's a stock, AGNC, 12% since 2020. Okay, we'll take a look at that next. Okay, right now, we are looking at Newmont. All right, so here's the trade right here. Max profit, 239, investment, 7,900. Let's get the calculator out and see what kind of rate of return that is. This might be one we want to save and hold on to. Calculator here is take the profit and put the profit into the calculator first, and that was 239. To find out the rate of return, you take the profit, 239, and you divide it by the investment, 7,900. 79.61 to be exact, and grand total is 3%. Now we know that 1% every single week is 50% per year. So a little math will tell us 2% would be 100% per year. 3% would be 150% every year. But there's a catch. Do you like Newmont? That's the catch. So I like this one, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to save this one. Oops, come on. And over to there. Lovely. Now I'm going to bring it down here, and I'm going to put in 3%. Alrighty, come on. There we go. Now we're going to go in, and we're actually going to save it right there. And there it is right there. All right. There, for those of you who didn't see it. Okay, buy one covered call Newmont. 7 November, that's next Friday. The 82 call option. 239 is the profit. The investment, 79.61. That's a 3% profit. All right, so let me get rid of no. Okay, yeah, that works. All right. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. Open this one more time. There we go. Now, Newmont was 3%. Whoops. Yeah, 3%. All right, take it small, make it smaller. Here we go, right there, and bring it over to there. Okay, so this is what we found last week. These ones right here. This is what we found last week. Kohl's, Humana, Ford, Pfizer, Adobe. That was last week. This week, what do we have? Uh-oh. All right. This week we have AT&T, Marvel, Altria, Uber, and K-View. All right, whatever. Whoops. What am I doing? Why is it not working? All right, anyway, I'm done with that. Done with that anyway. What is the best way to start? No, it takes time. Where do I start? Just keep showing up. CMG, SM Rocky wants to take a look at CMG. Isn't that Chipotle? CMG? CMG. Sorry, I'm just changing all this back to where we were. And we're going to pull up CMG. CMG. Chipotle. I was right. Chipotle. Hey, oh, look at that. There's an opportunity. I'm going to get out of my seat again. Now, I always say this is an opportunity. Not that I like Chipotle. They don't have dividends, so I don't invest in. I think I bought it twice. That was it, because the numbers were crazy. Okay, here's the high. Today was the low. Big, huge gap down. The volume was just freaking nuts. Up, down, up, down. The gap down here. The gap down here. Now, the nice thing about this, okay, we know Chipotle's not going anywhere. Come on, the millennials and the Gen Z, they love that Chipotle crap. But look at this. There's the high. Here's the low. It was at 43. Now it's at 31. Now, it's not a great opportunity at the moment because today's one down day. Okay, well, I want 2 days to the upside. So I want to see what this thing is doing tomorrow, and then what is it doing on Monday? And then maybe I might jump in on Tuesday if the numbers look good. Because you can't get any lower than the low of the year if you like Chipotle. Robin the Fever. Yes, I want to write Newmont down. Not sure how to spell it. N-E-M. Robin, N-E-M. N-E-M. Newmont. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Here's a stock, AGNC. Uh-oh. Do your own research. AGNC. Okay, so do your own research. Let me tell you what I think of AGNC. Now, don't get me wrong, all right, but the current price is $10. Okay, the $10 strike price is going for 7 cents. That's not 1%, so why would I do it? But to make matters worse, if I'm wrong and the stock goes down, take a look at this. One strikeout is 7 cents, not 1%. 2 strikes out, 1 cent. That's horrible. And then it goes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So AGNC and Energy Transfer, you have to be exactly right. There's no room for mistakes with this company because if it goes down, you're getting nothing. Plain and simple. Evan, UEC. What is that? Wes wants to take a look at OKLA. Wes, what is that? OKLA. 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 3 times. 3 times 7. Spade, Oklahoma Index. Unfortunately, Wes, can't find that symbol. Sorry. Evan wants to take a look at UEC. UEC. Gotta love some UEC. Uranium Energy Corporation. It's at $4 back in April. I'm going to have a hard time with this one. So I want to find Barium holder. Okay, symbol. Barium holder doesn't mean anything to me. What should I do? Thoughts on Starbucks? Joe, we looked at Starbucks earlier. Jennifer, what does the chart look to say yes after your opposites? We just saw one 2 seconds ago. Yorkshire, hey, just sending some to help my investments. We're here. So cheers. Yay! EMR, Emerson. Ooh, I like Emerson. Okay, so here, UEC. UEC. There are no dividends for UEC, Evan, so why are we looking at it? That's an interesting question. Why are we looking at it? Newmont. All right. This is live. Thank you. Yay! We got the screen working. Yes, we did. Felix, James, this camera makes you look better than the other TikTok channel. Thank you. Thank you, Felix. Gallant, you long enough. No. Oh, Estee Lauder. I thought that was Energy Transfer. I like Estee Lauder. So that do nowadays. Estee Lauder. Okay, I'm going to say no. Drop. Gallant's not big enough for a drop right there. 104. She drops down to 94. That's only $10. Maybe she shoots up, pulls back. She's coming back down. I'd wait for a bottom, personally. Chipotle is struggling. They announced their rise dramatically slowed. I think I went to Chipotle twice. Wasn't impressed. Thoughts on CPB? That's Campbell Soup. CPB. What was that commercial? Good. Good. That's what Campbell Soups are. Good. Well, it doesn't look like it's doing so hot. Okay, the high of the year. Here's the bottom. Shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. What's going on here? Let's zoom in to find out what's going on. Hey there, hi. Oh, there. Here we go. Last 30 days. Well, it looks interesting. Down, up, down. What's going on here? Not quite ready, but maybe Monday or Tuesday is a possibility. Has he looked at QQQI? He won't like how new it is, but curious his thoughts. See, the funny thing is, you want me to take a look at it, and you know I don't like it, so why are we looking at it? Isn't that an interesting question? You know I don't like it, yet you want me to look to see what my thoughts are. QQQI. Hell no, I don't do monthlies. Okay, that's it. I don't do monthlies, and it's at the high of the year. Seriously, number one, you knew I don't like it, number one. Number two, you probably knew that it's a high of the year, and it's a monthly. It's nothing but wasting our time. I would say mine, but no, it's ours. What else do we have? T, why do you have to like it if it pays consistently? Not sarcasm. That's a good question. So T, I don't buy anything unless I like the company. Is the company consistently profitable? It's a yes or no question. Then is it the right time to buy? Well, first and foremost, okay, something like QQQI, it's monthly. Number one, I don't do monthlies. Number two, I don't buy anything at the high of the year. It just doesn't make any sense. But here's the thing about QQQI, and the dude knows this, but he wanted me to look at it for the fun of it. QQQI. Okay. Give it a second. It'll pop up. On. Here we go. Okay, NEOS, NASDAQ 100 High Income ETF, QQQI. Okay, $5. We're looking at the dividends. Okay, see this, the dividends? February 21st, 2024. That was the first dividend. This thing's only 2 years old. So I don't like it because higher, higher, higher. Okay, let's keep on going. All right, 62, higher, lower, 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 higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher. It's like half the time it's going down, half the time it's going up. I only like companies that are consistently profitable for at least I have 2 fingers. That doesn't mean 2 years. That means 2 decades, 20 years. This is only 2 years old. Why would I want to put my money into a 2-year-old company? Okay, they haven't gotten to the growing pains yet. Most companies don't make it 3 to 5 years. This thing's only 2. So, no. All right, what do we have over here? James wants to take a look at ETN. Isn't that Eaton? ETN? ETN. Eaton, yeah, Eaton Corporation. Difficult time with this one. Look at it. Okay, here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. She goes up, down, up, up. Well, what's going on there? Right time to jump into this? Or are we waiting for entry? So I'm going to say no to this only because the 30-day high is today. 30-day bottom was 2 weeks ago. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up. It looks like it's getting ready to pull back. So no. For me, anyway. I'm using your help, Kate. Got it. Emerson. TY wants to take a look at Emerson. EMR. Emerson. Now, look at this with Emerson. Okay, 30 days ago. Up, down. Here's your 30-day bottom. Now, it shows from 126 to 140. 126 to 140 is $14. $14 on a 126 stock is about 13-14%. Not something I want to jump into. I don't like jumping in at the high. You want a Snickers. Denied. Sure is. Is this still backwards? Yep, sure is. He has another stream somewhere, same time, other than, okay. Yeah, unless somebody, I apologize almost every night for you guys on YouTube. I really do. I feel bad that nobody knows how to reverse the camera. Okay, people keep complaining about not being able to reverse the camera. Fine. Tell me how to reverse the camera. I got no problem reversing it. Nobody knows how to do it. Tra-la-la. Angel! Terabay, hello. I've been making a killing on D-Wave. Way to go. D-Wave. D-W-A-V. Well, you gotta give me the right ticker symbol because D-Wave is not the ticker symbol. Sorry. Fly Goofy, P-S-K-Y. P-S-K-Y. Paramount Skydance. Okay, now this is interesting only because you got your bottom here. Here's your high. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Goes sideways, shoots up, pulls back. Shoots up, pulls back. Got all this pullback from 21 to 15. And she keeps dropping. If you really like it, wait to find the bottom. Wait. It's not that difficult. I mean, look at the last 30 days. It will find a bottom eventually. Bitu. E-N-P-H. E-N-P-H. Waiting for data. There it is. Alrighty, so here's your high, here's your low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down. Not the time to jump in, but if you want to keep your eye on it, it might actually be something interesting as soon as it finds a bottom. $30, the 30's going for 120, that's 4%. Well, that's not bad. Here, oh, there's no bid. Terribly sorry. Alrighty, what do we have? XLV. Jamal wants to take a look at XLV. What the heck is XLV? Anybody know? XLV? XLV. Select Sector Healthcare Spider ETF. Well, that looks interesting. Let's see how many dividends this XLV. Give it a second to pop up. East, what's happening? Right, so 144. Back to 15, 6, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Check that out. Not that long. Okay, first dividend, 10 cents. 10 down to 9, to 10, to 11, to 11. 14, 12, 17, 10, 15, 16, 14, 17, 23, 33, 34, 42, 41, 39. This is all over the place. But it's slow, gradually getting up there. 62, 63. If you like it. DCA, dollar cost averaging by selling puts, a good idea. It depends on your position, K-Van. Always depends on your position. Okay, so XLVI. Now, here we go, the last 30 days. Unfortunately, Jamal, 30 days ago, we were at 136. Shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. So it's coming down off of the high right now. Gallant wants to take a look at QCOM. QCOM. Sorry, dude. Did you see that? Here's your 30 days up. Now she's coming down. This baby's going to keep on coming down until she's done. Have we done Pfizer? Nope. Haven't done Pfizer. PF. We did Pfizer last week. Take a gander at Pfizer. Okay. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look, it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, 24.29, 24.50s go for 45. Not quite 2%, but it is over 1.5%. Last one, XBI. What is XBI? XBI. Spider S&P Biotech ETF. Nope. Jamal, I don't buy at the high of the year. It just doesn't make sense to me. Sorry, dude. Oh, let's get comfy. Comfy cozy. Luis Garcia, how are you today? Worldwide Wipe. Aaron Kane, how are you doing? Sophia, how are you? Jan Mark Ryan Rummy. Hello. What your thoughts on K-View after the drop? Also on Dutch Brothers. Applesauce wants to take a look at GLXY. What the hell is GLX? GLXY. Galaxy Digital. Interesting. Interesting. Why are we looking at this? What is this company? What did they do? GLXY. Are they profitable? I don't know. I've never heard of them. Well, take a look. Galaxy Digital, $34. Okay, so applesauce, I said dividends only. This thing has no dividends. Okay. Jan, Mark, Ryan, Rem, here. Okay, we already looked at K-View. Think, and you are in a bubble. No, don't care. What if no one takes your call? Okay, interesting. Hello, ALLE. What the heck is ALLE? ALLE. I don't do monthlies. See this? What? All right, let me go this way a second. November, December, March, June. Those are months of the year, which means I can only do it once a month. That doesn't work for me. I like weekly options, not monthly. Weeklies are fine. Monthlies, they're just challenging. All right. Ivan DHL. Aren't they a shipping company? Okay, not a ticker symbol. Sorry. What do you think of the price of Ethereum? Will it be the end of the year? Don't know, don't care. I don't do cryptocurrency. House 8, you won't like what he has to say about your question. I don't do cryptocurrency. Terribly sorry. It's just too volatile, and it's like the wild, wild west. Thoughts on Bitto? Isn't that part of cryptocurrency? Okay. All right. Down, up, down. All right, so it's going down. So what is it doing? Why are we looking at this? Okay. My thoughts on Bitto. Well, she jumped up. Here's the 30-day bottom. Jumps up, pulls back. So now it's looking for a new bottom. So I'm going to write Bitto down for next week because we did it a couple of times. It turned out okay. BITO. Because this should be finding a bottom soon. And at 1750, that's only 1%. Doesn't make me that happy. Alrighty. Cool. Cup. All right, thank you. Paul Mendez wants to take a look at BROS. BROS. Isn't that Dutch Brothers? Okay. You missed the opportunity by a couple of days, dude. All right, here it is right there. High right there. She drops down, shoots up. Now she's pulling back. Let me zoom in to show you a little bit better. Okay, easy to see. There's the previous high, drop down to the 30-day bottom, shoots up. You missed your opportunity by about a week or two. Now it's pulling back. So now you're just going to wait a couple of weeks. How about we write bros down for 2 weeks from today? BROS. And when she does the same thing again, we'll do it again. All righty. APPC. Come on, moneymaker, fix the video. You tell me how to fix the video, I got no problem whatsoever. Okay? You're not the first person to mention it, but you're like number 45 who says there's a problem, yet doesn't come up with an answer. Come up with an answer first before you point out a problem. Because just pointing out a problem, you're just like everyone else pointing out a problem. You don't know the answer. Jamal wants to take a look at IYF. IYF. iShares US Financial ETF. Okay, Jamal, you've been here long enough to know I don't do monthlies. Okay, it's a monthly optionable stock. I don't do monthlies. Okay. All right. Danny boy, what's happening? BP wants to take a look at BSX. What is BSX? Boston Scientific. Okay. Well, let's go to Yahoo and see. X. Thanks, Jamal. Thanks for your. Here, right? You trade AG. Oh, hell no. What do you know of Yield Max ETFs? Beef Supreme. My advice to you would take a look at a financial website and take a look at specifically how consistently profitable is that company. Boston Scientific. I knew there had to be a reason I never heard of it. There are no dividends. Because, see, I'm a dividend investor. I asked you guys politely we have dividends. WHF. What is WHF? HF. Well, at least one has dividends. 20, 16, 15, 14, 12. All right, well, let's take a look. 2012, 10 cents. 2013, 35 cents. 2014, 35 cents. 2015, 35 cents. 2016, 35 cents. 35 cents, 35 cents, 35 cents. 30. I'm going to say no. Sorry, Jimmy. It's just no consistency and profitability. Angel. You actually got the ticker symbol. Makes it easier that way. Bitu. Car. What the heck is car? CAR. Ooh. We got 7 minutes left. Avis. Well. Okay, I'm going to say no to Avis only because look at this. 2004, 2005, 2006, 2023. Yeah, they're missing a little bit of the dividends. Just a smidge. NCLA. Even heard of them. Cruise line. There are no dividends. Reddit. RDT. No. Mini me. VV. I like you. VV. Alrighty. UVV. No. I don't do monthlies. SPKNZ. Okay, I understand. TU. All right, let's take a look at TU. Nope. Okay, TU, monthlies. Okay, November, December, March, June, those are months of the year. I don't do monthlies. Sorry. Rudy wants to take a look at LNG. Why does that sound familiar? LNG. Cheniere Energy. Okay. Well, let's go take. Okay. Unfortunately, I have a problem with this one too. 21, but at least it is coming. This 33. At least it's going higher and higher. Now, E divide big dog A dog A B. Let's find out. Ambev. Okay. 23. Oh, hell no. Oh, it's been around for a while, but look at the numbers. They're horrible. I will advise you to try 4x profits. Are more complete now, finding something new and interesting. BMG. What is BMG? BMG. BMD. There are no dividends. No dividends. John Roger. Goow. Never heard of that one either. Goow. Well, let's find out. TNK has dividend of 25 cents. Okay. I have no idea who TNK is. All right, there's no dividends either. Look. Oops. No dividends. Oh, wait a minute. There it is right there. Yeah, 1 year. Yeah, that ain't going to work. PO, Big Dog says peanut butter raspberry is solid. Okay, PBR. PBR. I dropped my pen, and I don't feel like getting up. Okay. Mike Sweeney wants to take a look at Nike. All right. And Cliff likes Altria. All right, well, let's take it again. PBR. Okay, 2025. Uh-oh. What happened right here, Big Dog? 2014, 2018. Did they miss a few years? Okay, that's clever. 44-2 doesn't make it compatory. Because to 5, and then it goes to 9, then it goes to 28, then it goes to 62, then it goes to 117, 120, 126, 259, 120, 115, 76, 47, 38, 24. Are you kidding me? Come on, Big Dog. Didn't you even take a look at these numbers? Mini-Me, Altria, M-O. Now, O is a company right here. Altria. Ooh, what? That looks like something we need to get on. Altria is going to the moon, huh? Take a look at this. Your 30-day high, 67. Now we're at 57. That's a pretty big drop. Mike Sweeney. That's what I was saying. It's going to go. No, it ain't yet. It's dropping. You got to wait for the bottom to show up first, dude. Big Mac. AAO. What the heck is that? AAOL? Nothing. AAOI. Interesting. Here's the thing, though, Mac. I don't buy at the high. See, look. No, there's no opportunity there. Big Dog, Kinder Morgan, KMI. What's happening with Kinder Morgan? 30-day top, 30-day bottom was today. Up, down, up, down. Here's the bottom right there today. Don't get me wrong, I like Kinder Morgan. I'm going to write that down for next week because it's going to find a bottom and turn around. KMI. All right, Ryan. PayPal has no dividends. Thoughts on KDP? Alex, I think we looked at KDP earlier. All right. Get into it now. When it reverses, that's what I was saying. Thank you there, Cliff. I appreciate it. But Cliff, if you've been here for a while, Cliff, you know I don't buy at the bottom. I wait for 2 days to the upside, and then on the third day, I'll jump in. We're past 11 o'clock. I'm done. You guys have a great night. We are out of here. You guys over here, see you tomorrow at 2:30. Wait a second. You guys didn't tell me you had questions. What happens when you are trading options and a stock splits? Interesting. Hold on. Coming in late, YouTube screen not live. Okay, got that one. We got that. That's good. What else do we have? Oh, come on. Lisa, DraftKings, really? DKNG. DKNG. I don't know, Lisa. What do you think? Okay, high right here. New bottom right there. If you really like DraftKings, Lisa, if you really, 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 really like it, give it another day or two. Keep watching it. As soon as it finds its bottom, it turns around, then jump in. Okay? Because you don't know. Alrighty. So, that being said, what else do we have over here? Okay, Lisa, we already did K-View earlier. And we don't know if it's bottomed out. Good evening, James. TXN has its EX dividend date tomorrow. Would it make sense to jump into it and collect? Luke, let's check out TXN for a second. TXN. Interesting. Same thing with a lot of different companies, Luke. Okay, here's the top right there. Drops back up. Now she drops again. Yesterday, not today, yesterday was the bottom. Today is just at 160, 1 day up. I like 2 days to the upside, then jump in. But if you really like Texas Instruments, you got to get it first thing in the morning if you want to catch that dividend. Okay. Thank you very much, Cliff. Kate! Hey, Kate and Zoe, how are you today? Zoe and I, she said she's enjoying learning, and thank you. Merci beaucoup, mon chéri, et musée boyen, et bonne soirée. Thank you, and have a good weekend. It just sounds better in French. Anyway, besides the point, you guys have a great day. You guys over here, tomorrow, 2:30. Just before the market closes, we want to make sure everybody's happy and nobody loses anything. And now the end is near, and so I face. Come on, sing with me. The final curtain, my friends. I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, for which I'm certain. Are you guaranteeing that? Okay, Cliff, there's 3 guarantees in life. That's it. I had it my way. Way to go there, Mr. Alex. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more. Said, I hope my goal is not to lose any money. I'm with you for that one. I did it my way. Regrets, I have a few. But then again, too few to mention. I did. No, you just said that. Okay.